children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders. This is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. Bravery up! I am Darth Messiah 2.0. I am the mail boy, and I am the CEO. And in case you did not know, I am the president of the Fuck Kevin Dunn Club. Since my co-host took down Vince McMahon, it's my civic duty to take down the other half. And on the phone, as always, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz. That talks all the shit.
And also known as the Vanderbilt girl in the crypto crawl space, have her run into a crawl space with rear rip.
Oh. And on the boards, they call him a J Kid.
You already know, it's your boys on the ones and twos giving you that ultra wrestling heel news. What's going on, guys?
Interesting week. Interesting week.
Very.
Yeah,
quiet, but interesting.
Very weird. It's a very weird week, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, maybe there's something that could cheer us up.
Oh, there's always something that can cheer us up.
Definitely.
And it's the greatest 3 minutes in wrestling podcasting.
Yes.
Cheeks of the Week.
Cheeks of the Week.
On the left, we have, don't call her Reba, it's Rebel. In the middle, one of our up-and-coming favorites, Gigi Dolan. And on the right, one of the mainstays, Tony Storm.
Hey, look, you said up and coming, but she just got me the up and coming point.
That's why I use that. And as I say, if you're listening to us on a audio platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, yada, 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 do yourself a favor. Hop over to YouTube. Enjoy the cheeks with us. And then you can return to your normal consumption of the podcast.
Cheeks of the Week.
But the cheeks are for everyone.
Yes.
Hey, let me just say this now. If you're listening to us, we're the only podcast out here doing Cheeks of the Week. Ain't nobody else like us. Come watch and come see.
Yes.
Yes.
I dare to find another podcast with cheeks. Cheeks on cheeks on cheeks. And there will be the all cheeks all the time episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're slowly counting down the cheeks of the cheeks of the show.
Yeah, like we're basically compiling them into one show itself.
Yes.
We got Kelvin in the chat. What's good? It's the one and only goated Commissioner Kelvin. Recognize me. I believe that should be Sami Zayn's line. Recognize me.
I like that.
You know what it should be now that Paul Heyman and them go to him for Jay. I really feel like that should be a part of his tagline now.
That would be nice.
Recognize, or you're not Uzi. I don't know why that grew on to me so fast.
Yeah.
Uzi grew on. Yeah. Uzi grew on to me as soon as he said it.
That's not very Uzi.
That's not very Uzi of you.
Did you make it no better? He always talk. He go, "Yep." I was like, "Yo, I hate you, but damn it, why did this work?"
Fucking Solo was on, what is it called, The Bump, and then Sami Zayn called in like on Skype. And he was like, "Oh, did you get there okay? I just want to make sure the car dropped you off on time." Was there plenty of water in the back? I told him to put a lot of water. Apparently, in canon, it's Sami Zayn's job to make sure Solo is okay. He's like his guardian or whatever.
His guardian, personal guardian. Oh man!
I don't think people understand the fact that Sami Zayn is what's making the bloodline so much more to want to watch from week to week at this point.
Yes, it is.
It gave it a nice change of pace.
It did. It was Paul Heyman.
like seeing him be serious, seeing him be family, always great. Seeing Paul Heyman there be the mouthpiece when Roman's not around, great. All of them be good on the mic. Sami just brings in that laughter that you just need for that group.
It adds a new dynamic because everybody has a different relationship with him.
Yeah.
Roman loves him. Heyman doesn't like him. Jay doesn't like him. Jimmy loves him, and Solo loves him. So there's this weird dynamic with everybody.
I'm loving it though. Every week, Sami just does something, and it's funny. It's freaking hilarious. Bro.
Yeah. Now, before we stray too far from the cheeks of the week, our secondary segment, Hot Sister Updates.
Hey.
And once again, Natalia and her sister, what's her name, Jenny? I don't know fuck her name. I just see tits all the time when I see the sister.
Yes. Especially hers.
Yeah. And there's another picture of Natalia on her social medias. She's basically peeled her underwear off and showing her tan lines, but yeah. It didn't make the cut for decency reasons.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They're getting so close to me to buying that OnlyFans just for it.
I'm surprised you haven't bought it yet.
It's $24.99, sir.
That's why.
That's the reason why.
The reason why.
Yo, the Lacey Evans. Did I send you the Lacey?
Oh, you did.
I sent you the Lacey Evans. She got me. I was ready to give her a couple dollars.
I don't blame you, bro. I really don't. I mean,
she's
got it going on right now.
Like, I know Triple H gave back the third-party deals and whatnot, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way they're letting this slide, except maybe for Scarlett. Because I know she had OnlyFans, and then she came back.
Scarlett's a definite, yes.
So I'm like, are they
whatever
really
price,
going to let this shit slide? And then I clicked the link, it was like, it's a fucking joke. She's winning right now.
Wait, first of all, Gigi Dolan still had her OnlyFans.
Oh, she still has it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
She still got rid of it. The whole third-party deal thing happened, and she still had her OnlyFans. She just stopped posting it. But once Triple H came back, she just started posting again. But I'm going to tell you right now.
She's waiting for management changes.
I'm telling you now, with Lacey Evans, I didn't even click the OnlyFans one part. I clicked that last. I'm like, let me see what the other links are just because I don't really follow her on nothing. So let me click the link. And I was like, okay, let me click this OnlyFans. I left it dead last. And I clicked on it, I was like, I don't feel like this woman would not have an OnlyFans. That'd be too easy.
Yeah.
And then it's just, I'm ashamed of you. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
I'm ashamed of me too.
I'm ashamed of me too. Still over here typing in Google, Lacey Evans news.
Yep.
So, guys, I was just in my Instagram, and I'm seeing something from Mandy Rose. She's doing a never been done before experience. Win a day with Mandy. Enter now to get a one-on-one FaceTime call or a custom video message.
Interesting.
All right. And look at this. This is how it looks right here.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Yeah, this is how it looks right here. So, I might want to do that.
A custom video sounds like you about to do me an OnlyFans.
Yeah, word. It's like, if this is an OnlyFans, Mandy, I'll probably get that, Shit.
Look, if Gigi Dolan give one out, bro, let me tell you something. I'm entering that shit with all 800 of my emails. I'm going with that.
It's like, yo, I want that one-on-one conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I don't even want it. I need that one-on-one conversation. You understand me?
Hey, baby, let me explain something to you. Somebody gonna have to suck some dick, and it ain't gonna be me. we can get this money. It's just you might have to do a couple things.
That sounded too ratchet.
Hey, and now, bro, look, I just want to trade for some change. I'm just saying, I got enough change in my pocket. I would shake and let you hear it, but I'm sitting down.
Yo.
All right, let's get into some wrestling.
Let's go.
Jon Moxley, Adam Hangman Page. AEW World Championship match.
Okay.
Wait, I did it again.
You did it again,
I did it
bro.
again. That week off really fucked me up.
Yo, let's rewind. Let's rewind. Okay, let's rewind this.
That week off really did fuck me up.
Yeah, man. You thought it was last year. Oh, no, man. We're doing new things.
I'm sorry. It's time for Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Yeah.
All right, Archive. Last week was Warzone.
Yeah.
And we kicked the night off with a singles match between our possibly new number one contender, because he beat the champion in a non-title match. He took on Zicky Dice, the outlandish Zicky Dice. And in a decisive win, 97-3, Darby Allin. Match 2, the acclaimed Scissor Me Daddy Ass.
The Scissor Boys.
They also won in a decisive victory, 83-17 over the Grizzled Young Veterans. Next up, AJ Styles came out to cut a promo. Adam Cole, you backstabbing piece of shit, get your ass out here. And we wait. No Adam Cole. Oh, okay. So you want to hide in the locker room with your butt boys. That's cool. That explains why you were never leader of the Bullet Club. So anyway, I talked to old man Cornette, and he did me a favor for a change. Tonight, it's going to be the OC versus Undisputed Era. Winner gets to pick the stipulation at the pay-per-view when I finally get my hands on your bitch ass. Also, if we win, the Good Brothers get a shot at the tag titles against Red Dragon. So, match 3. Mercedes Martinez taking on Women's Champion Bayley in a 9-title match. Bayley won 71-29.
Of course.
Match 4. In a tag team match, the House of Black, represented by Buddy Matthews and Brody King, defeated War Machine 66-34. I'm actually shocked at that one.
That is shocking.
I thought it was going to go the other way with War Machine. Match 5. MJF is now taking on Jimmy Uso. He faced Jey Uso last week. The stipulations were MJF wins clean. Stipulation B, MJF wins via DQ due to interference from Jey. Or C, double DQ. LA Knight saves MJF after the Usos double team. And with a 50% decisive, well, not decisive, 50% choice, LA Knight and the double DQ. Coming in second was MJF, winning clean at 28%, and the interference by Jey Uso was last with 22%.
LA
Knight. So we now have LA Knight and MJF on terms.
That's gonna be something.
We'll see where that goes in the future.
Oh, I hope it goes well.
And our main event, the OC and the Era Boys. This was the closest match all night. 56-44. The OC taking home that victory. AJ Styles gets to pick the stipulation at the pay-per-view. And the Good Brothers get a title shot at the pay-per-view against Red Dragon.
The Good Brothers.
And that was Warzone. And now, the unauthorized pay-per-view, presented by Dragon Force.
Hey.
So after doing some careful, decisive decisions and picking out some matches, I'm about to give y'all a show that y'all never had before. And this is how good it is. You hear this?
He wrote it down.
So we're gonna start the match. No promos, no nothing for the vacant IWGP IC title. It will be Keith Lee versus Wardlow for the first time ever for the title. Our second match is going to be for the vacated ECW title, and it will be a fatal four-way. It will be Sheamus, Chop, Lethal, and a fatal four-way for the ECW title. That's vacant. Our next match, Dana Peruso will come out. He will cut a little clean promo. I've been here. I've been standing strong. With Paul Heyman having my back, I have been the most dominant women's champion here, but I'm getting bored. Let's do something different with the women's title. Going forward, we will have an open challenge as long as I'm champion. So anybody in the back that want to step up and get knocked out. It gets quiet, and then Madison Rain music plays.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And Dana Peruso and Madison Rain for the open challenge of the women's title. Our next match will be a tag team match, and it will be Death Triangle versus the Briscoes for the tag team title. And this will be a hardcore. Right after that match, we're going to have another tag. Why? Because I don't never had 2 tag team matches in one show. I just realized that the other day. We're going to have the Fire Squad versus the Hardy Boys in the Hardy Boys' home turf of a ladder match. Next, we have a little break for Paul Heyman coming out to explain. Now that we have Finn Balor on our show, he is champion, nobody thinks that he can be broken. So now, we are going to do it the right way. Balor, I need you out here, because you will be facing Cesaro for their title tonight, because my people need to hold their belt, and we don't need a man from the other show to be transferred over to still be champion. So we will have Balor versus Cesaro in a title match with 3 stipulations. 1, Balor wins clean. 2, Cesaro wins with help due to Paul Heyman. Or 3, a person dressed in all black comes out and beats them up, making it a no contest match. And if that wins, I will reveal who the man in black is. And that will be the end of the pay-per-view.
All right.
Nice.
Gotta love that mystery man.
You gotta. It's always refreshing because you never know who it is.
It's not my night. Now I broke my pen. First my pants, now my...
Damn. That's how epic it is, man.
It's not your night, man.
It's not my night.
Not your night.
I still can't remember the order of the show. Ugh.
Hey, man, technically, that's not your fault. You took a vacation. You was kind of damn near sick. It kind of fucked you up. That's not your fault.
That's not your fault, man. Yeah, it's not.
And
man.
you're back in rotation.
That's why you got us, man. To keep you on your toes. So we good. We all good, man.
Screw it. I'll finish this at home. On the floor you go.
Tapes.
Yeah. Good thing we record this, don't we?
Yeah, right? All right.
Now, back to the AEW Dynamite Special Tuesday edition main event. Jon Moxley, Adam Hangman Page. Not to slight Hangman Page because he's been getting a lot of hate lately, but this is all him.
This was.
He took a bad bump. Moxley did the move just any other way he does it. Sometimes it hits the chest, sometimes it hits the neck. He caught the neck on this one, but regardless, Hangman screwed up the bump. He wanted to do the tornado back flipping bump. He missed. He landed on his face.
Completely missed.
That's the beginning, middle, and end of the story.
That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Just he took a bad bump. He may be out for a while.
Look, it's bad. He's gonna be gone for a minute, but yeah, I feel not one piece of bad about this at all. I can't, and I have not seen anybody go, "Oh my God, Moxley hurt him on purpose." No, nobody has that side of it.
Everybody
took a bump on his face. There's nothing you could do. It happens. This is wrestling.
Yeah,
people get hurt. Sometimes they want to do something special, and it don't come out the way they want. You can't get mad at it.
I mean, Moxley cut a promo while the doctors were checking on him. He was basically saying, "Yeah, this shit is dangerous. Shit happens, and you don't do it intentionally, but shit happens."
One bad bump, and you out for weeks or months. This is gonna be for 6 months?
I don't know. They haven't really given a timetable. Basically, when he can clear concussion protocol, which it can be 2 weeks. It could be Adam Cole's still out from All Out.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I'm sorry, before All Out. Whenever he won the fucking Owen Hart title.
Yeah.
Adam Cole is still out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just remember you right. He has been gone that long. God damn.
That was was that Road Rager he won that at? One of those Dynamite specials.
Was it Road Rager?
They have so many fucking specials. I can't remember them all.
They had so many.
Or was it Quake
names.
by the Lake?
It was some weird name shit. All I know is that shit been about a minute now.
It was one of the Dynamite specials when Adam Cole won the Owen Hart tournament.
It's like some Shark Week shit, right? Like,
oh, was it the Shark Week one? I don't know. They have too many specials.
But I didn't know what.
No, you're right. It was Shark Week because we were talking about it was happening around Shark Week. That was around Shark Week.
Okay, so whatever it was, Adam Cole's still out. So whenever you can clear concussion protocol.
That makes almost all of the Bullet Club and the
basically anything and everybody tied to that media scrum currently is not working.
It's not working right now.
Colt Cabana's not working. Adam Page isn't working. CM Punk's not working. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Ace Steel are all not working.
Except Bobby. Bobby
Fish don't work. He just ain't AEW.
Yeah, he now works in Impact, but he's technically working, but he's in another company.
Look, I just find it funny that
O'Reilly's not working either.
He just had shoulder surgery.
Oh shit,
he's out for over a year.
Damn, you're right. Holy shit, everybody's out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like this is crazy. Like this is. This reminds me of that time in WWE where everybody was getting injured and everybody was disappearing.
I forgot that there was a time like that. Yeah.
I don't know if I still
Vince
have
McMahon
it.
Era.
I had a list of like everybody in AEW and WWE that was injured. I think I got rid of it. Yeah, I got rid of it. But it was a long list.
At this point right now, it's like half of AEW main people.
Yeah. But yeah. So
good for everybody else, though. Time to shine. Yeah.
You get TV time.
People like MJF, and let's also give William Regal his just due for that promo. But fucking man,
Sunshine.
Man,
tell you something. When MJF grabs that mic, bro, I stop everything. he is gold to Mike. Like if he ever was to get seriously injured, hopefully never down the road, and he just became a mouthpiece like Paul Heyman, he would be the next greatest thing on a mic in wrestling.
He took you on a fucking journey in your mind because he started out with his typical shit, and then halfway through you're like, you know what? I fucking love this guy, and then he went back to, oh yeah, this is why we hate him.
Yeah.
And then the role that William Regal played in it, at one point you felt bad for Regal, and then when MJF was talking about when he was a jobber, the couple matches for WWE, it's like, damn, he really treated MJF like shit. And then again by the end you're like, yeah, Regal's right.
Yo, that's what makes it so crazy. As I watched it, I was like, damn, Regal was kind of fucked up doing like that, but I was like, damn. Regal was right with what he did. At the same time, I feel like if Regal didn't do that, we wouldn't have the MJF we have right now.
True.
And the thing is, there's truth to the story, but then there's also the exaggeration to make it sound better. Where does the work stop and where does the truth end?
I think it was right around the time where Regal said, it took a bloody email to get you fired up. You had it easy. You had it easy, Sunshine. Like, dude. Regal definitely brings out the best in somebody.
Kelvin said the Owen Hart tournament was at double or nothing. So Adam Cole has been out since May.
Jesus, it's about to be damn near going on the end of the year. If we don't come back by December, it's going to be coming back again.
At this point, it's been 6 months.
Yo, somebody online on Twitter had a good hot take on MJF on the mic. They said, can you just imagine if he got signed to WWE and you have him have a mic war with Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. Ooh, that too.
I wouldn't even want to see them ever wrestle. I just want to hear them two on the mic. I need WWE to go back old school and get that debating thing. But you just get them the pillars and just let them talk. I feel like that would just be it. Like I need them two to be Raw and SmackDown GM so they could do the brand split and just have them two dudes just go at it.
You know who I need? I need MJF and Miz at WrestleMania. I need a promo, like a whole, like.
I don't know, but I don't like babyface Miz. Or are we doing heel?
But it will be perfect. It's two heels. Literally, one of them is gonna get over.
We don't need a babyface. We need them both to be heels, but they're both hated so equally right now that I feel like it'd be like when Stone Cold was heel, but he was getting cheered his face, and Rock was face, but getting cheered like he was going to turn heel, and everybody was just happy to have the match.
Yeah.
Dude, it will be a thing where they both will team up before WrestleMania, and then like one of them is gonna betray. And I feel like MJF should betray and just stick with the heel role.
He'd be the bigger dick.
He would be the bigger dick.
Yeah,
he would be.
Bigger
Pause.
Dick. He no balls. Fuck that. No homo. He would literally be the bigger dick, but I feel like their rivalry, if they really was to have a match, and they wanted to give Miz like that legendary run that you would never forget him, their rivalry would have to last so long.
Yeah.
They would have to rival like fucking Rock and Stone Cold or like Brock and Cena. It would have to last that long because you couldn't just end their shit on this. It's 2 months and then it's over. They just move on. No, they're too similar to not have that argument at all times. I don't care if they're on two different shows. They should just be like forever going forward, just rivals for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
That is one thing that's missing from modern wrestling. Those extreme long-term bookings where you just have a rivalry going for 2-3 years.
And
that doesn't happen anymore.
And the rivalry is still hot and fresh. Like it's still going on.
I mean, you break off and you do something with somebody else, but the end goal of it is always brings you right back to where you were.
That was 3 people. That was Rock, Stone Cold, like you guys mentioned, and Triple H.
Yep.
Yeah, like you just you need that rivalry to last so long to the point that when you break them up, you have the fans thinking 50,000 ways to get them to reenact with each other. Like even if you brand split them and put one on Raw or SmackDown, when they have Survivor Series, they gotta have some kind of conversation that make you go, damn, I need to see them fight one more time. We just need that. Like they need to have like a best of 7 and just go at it to see who will win. And then just the last match, make it like a basically no contest, and then leave it just in the whim of, do you want to see them keep fighting, or do you want to see them move on to something else?
Mm-hmm.
At this point right now, shit, I'm about to think about launching my 2K up and getting MJF in there and just had them fight for a year just to see who will win the IC title, the US title.
More likely they'll go for the WWE Championship eventually, like.
They would. It's weird. They would, but at this point now, I feel like Miz is at a point in his life where he's already a 2-time Grand Slam.
Mm-hmm.
He's already a champion. The man just shows up for work, and he's a workhorse. Like, people in the back praise, like, the Miz for just the shit that he does. I don't really think he really has nothing else to prove. He already proved enough when he showed up there and they didn't think he was going to last long. Yeah. The man lasts long without being injured to the point that it's actually remarkable.
I mean, do you need a title after all that run? Like,
not necessarily.
Yeah, like
you really don't. Like, I feel like in early WWE, you need a title under Vince McMahon's regime to know that you were a top guy. But with Triple H regime, I feel like you don't need a title. You just need to be able to get over.
Yeah.
When you don't need to be over by yourself. And then just have the internet talk about you so much to the point that you force yourself into like open situations that you like. I just wanted to do that just to be an asshole. You're like, nah, you about to get a title run now.
Under Triple H, it's like you just have to have a signature moment where like you steal the show.
Yeah, definitely. If you could definitely make the crowd pop and make it to where it's monumental. Dude, that will get Triple H to push you.
Yeah,
like even more. That even if you want a title or not.
Yeah,
like
that is the only good thing about having Triple H as where he's at right now. You don't need to be like Vince, where you have to have muscle, you had to have a certain look, you have to be this character that Vince McMahon feels like you need to get over. Triple H is like, look, do what you do. And once you make that point where the crowd is cheering you constantly, even when you're not in the ring, I'm going to shoot you to the moon after that point. I'm just going to pin you wherever I can, when I can, to get you out. And as of right now, he's doing it so well that we're seeing people we haven't seen wrestle in a minute. And it's like, you just shot new life into these people for no reason. And people are talking about them because I'm still over the fact that Shelton Benjamin and R-Truth are a fucking tag team.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Wait, did that debut yesterday?
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch.
And it's just weird because I see Shelton Benjamin. He's a gold standard. At the end of the day, I don't care if nobody's safe. For that man to be his age and R-Truth to be his age, these two dudes keep up with the younger talent like they never not wrestle in like months or weeks. Like they R-Truth just dropped another music video on World Star a week ago.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin has been
that joint was fired
YouTube
too.
Wrestling. And you're like, oh, these guys don't even wrestle no more. They get in the ring and compete on like a 4-star match, no matter who it is.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't show it on the thing. Damn.
Moving on
Yeah.
on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho, the Antichrist of Ring of Honor, if you will.
This guy.
So he's on this thing where he's facing all these former Ring of Honor champions, and this past week was Dalton Castle and the boys.
And I'm about to don't forget the boys.
The boys.
The boys.
Mm-hmm. The Dalton Castle and the boys are currently the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions. Not trios, 6-man.
Yeah,
3 belts.
I don't get it, but whatever, that's just
6-man, but 3 belts.
Yeah. I mean, this part of the Chris Jericho experiment I like, but the I'm the wizard, I'm a sports entertainer. Please miss me with that. Miss me with that.
Yeah, I get it, Chris. I get it. You're in the era that sports entertainment was hot.
Yeah.
Now wrestling is hot. Wrestling is back to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But
it's Chris Jericho. He evolves with the times just to keep himself being talked about.
Yeah, true.
He's that one wrestler that I don't care what happens, what goes on. If he steps out there and says he's something, he's gonna live up to that name for the long time until he come up with something else to keep him relevant.
Yeah.
True.
Now, Tony Khan. Tony Khan loves the mic, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He loves to talk.
He
loves interviews.
He loves talking like a mark.
Yeah, as you like to say, Tony Khan's a fucking mark. He was on the Ariel Helwani podcast, and he decided to not talk. Ariel Helwani asked him all the tough questions. What's going on with CM Punk? What's going on with the Elite? What's going on with Hangman Page? What's going on with Colt Cabana? And each time, Tony Khan said, I can't talk about it.
This is the one time Tony Khan didn't have all the answers.
Yeah, and it's kind of scary.
Here's the thing. Ariel Helwani went as far as to say is, okay, if you can't talk about it, how do you feel about it? Just give us a just random statement about the topic that I asked you. And again, he said, I can't talk about it. But you know what Tony Khan did? He plugged everything possible. He plugged every feud that was going on. He plugged Dynamite. He plugged Rampage. He plugged Full Gear. He recapped all the TV statistics. He recapped all the pay-per-view buy statistics, but he didn't answer a single fucking question.
He did a promoter's answer. He answered promotion questions. That's what it is.
I can tell you,
so
it's probably the best thing for him because, to really be honest, do anybody really think that Tony Khan really had any of the answers for any of the shit that happened?
That's the problem. You know what you're supposed to do? You make something up. You keep it kayfabe and you make something up. What does Triple H do when he gets asked shit that obviously he's not going to talk about? He gives you a story. He doesn't answer your question, but he gives you a good story that revolves around the topic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, yeah, he will answer your question. He just answered your question 7 questions later about something else. He just throws the answer in there and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Tony Khan is what, Jake Kidd?
A mark.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fucking mark.
A fucking mark, as MJF would say.
But
sad.
Ariel Helwani went on to say this was the worst interview I've ever done.
Really? You must ain't having to sit down with Vince McMahon from back in the day.
I don't know what article that said Tony Khan was agreeing with the Elite on this one, like was on the Elite side on this one, but I did see that the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about, but I would like to know. But it was about this interview.
And Ariel Helwani went as far as to say, wrestling fans are liars and marks if you think AEW right now is a better product than if AEW is a better product than WWE. Because of all the problems that exist that everybody is attempting to sweep under the rug.
This is starting to look like a Vince McMahon thing.
I don't know. I can't say that. Like, I can't say I'm a mark for that. I can just say I'm a fucking human being, and we all know that the motherfucker's going to speak bullshit and not fucking tell the truth at this point. And we know Tony Khan is still, he's a fan. He's new to this shit. Yeah. He's just a fan using his daddy money to just play with WWE, like play with old WWE action figures in his own wrestling company that we all did as kids. That's all he is. Like, he's never going to have the answers. He just want to have his own wrestling company that ain't WWE. So I never really see AEW being the top tier brand, but I just see them being something that other wrestlers that can't make it WWE can go somewhere and still make a name for themselves without having to stay on the indies for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, something we talked about last week, in this interview, Tony Khan slipped and he mentioned CM Punk's backstage job. He still didn't say exactly what it is, but he said, in reference to the people that work behind the scenes that are suspended, and then he said, the Bucks, Kenny Omega, and CM Punk. He didn't separate CM Punk. He said the people that work backstage in other roles.
Wow.
And CM Punk was included. So we now have confirmation on that. Breaking news, I believe it was either today or late last night. They're still working on a buyout deal with CM Punk.
Yep.
If I remember from the article we went over a few weeks ago, CM Punk has still approximately $6 million left on his contract.
Mm-hmm.
And what's holding it up right now is a non-compete clause.
Wow.
Yeah, that's basically, they're even on money, but Tony Khan wants to enforce a non-compete clause for how long? That hasn't come out public yet. But if I had to guess, he's probably wants like a 6-month non-compete clause, so he can't show up at WrestleMania. He's going to have to wait a whole year.
Yeah, it's a possibility because Triple H just had a nice little interview this week about some stuff, and they asked him about CM Punk. And when he started talking about it, he says, look, he worked for Fox when we had the other show. He made good relationships with a lot of people in the back, including me and Stephanie, and you can never say never.
Yeah.
And he left it at that. And I was like, ooh, yeah, that makes more sense now. They do a non-compete clause that he definitely can't show up at WrestleMania.
And as me and JK were talking about before we called you, what if he does re-sign with WWE? Now, I've been a proponent for Cody Roman from the beginning. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to throw that out the window for Roman Punk.
At this point right now, I still want to see Cody versus Roman whenever he gets back from his injuries.
Yeah.
At the same time,
and he'll I'm like 90% sure he'll be there for the Rumble because if you watch his workout videos, he's ready. It's just a matter of conditioning at this point.
But like to see a CM Punk versus Roman Reigns and to see a Roman Reigns go over with just like that fire under Roman, it would at this point right now, Roman's career up to this point was like not worthy of a WWE Hall of Fame anything unless you're talking about the Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Up until he showed back up and started doing this is legend worthy. This is a WWE Hall of Famer. He leaves for about 6-7 years. His music just plays out of blue. He shows up. The crowd goes fucking batshit for him type of thing. For him to beat CM Punk that just literally pins him into the Hall of Fame going forward. There's nothing else he has to do. No. He's beating everybody except for CM Punk and The Rock.
Yep.
This is going to be a weird time for wrestling. I just kind of want to see where this goes. Like I said before, and I say every time, I just like the way it's going at this point now. Things are starting to become so unpredictable. We can't call half the shit like we used to.
Something that we all thought was going to happen that didn't happen during the DX 25 reunion a couple weeks ago. As reports stated, Triple H made travel arrangements for Billy Gunn to show up. They talked to AEW. Everything was cleared for Billy Gunn to come, except Tony Khan wanted an AEW promo spot during the DX celebration. That was the catch. You can have Billy Gunn for the night. Triple H is paying for the flight and whatever per diem, but Tony Khan wanted an AEW promo spot.
Here's the thing. I don't blame Tony Khan for this one. I honestly don't.
I don't either.
I don't blame him because, hey, if you're getting one of our guys, why not, throw a little promo of one of our matches or a good, any good event that we have. Why don't we throw a promo in it?
Like this put a commercial up for us. Like it could be a 20-second commercial for all I give a shit. It just throw something up there.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony Khan wanted a promo spot and within the segment.
Hey, look. If we all know how this was going to go. Remember the Hall of Fame speech?
Oh yeah.
That could have been the promo right there.
The Pissant Company.
Like, hey man, don't you gotta get back on your flight and go back to where you play with office supplies?
That was still a great line. Oh yeah. He's playing with office supplies or something.
He said the other guy's over there playing with office supplies. Yo, that was funny. That was hilarious.
It'd have been a lot better if he had said, "Hey, he's back in the office, back in Connecticut. I don't know. Last time I saw him, he was playing with some scissors. We told him not to run with him. Just left it at that. It made sense. Everybody would have got it.
Word."
Now, a couple of things that are going on with the WWE scheduling as far as upcoming pay-per-views. WWE Day 1, which was last year on January 1st and was scheduled for this upcoming January 1st, is canceled.
I'm happy.
The event is originally scheduled for January 1st, 2023 at State Farm Arena in Atlanta, is not being rescheduled or rebranded. It is just off the schedule altogether. I thought it was a great, change of pace because they weren't doing December pay-per-view. They moved TLC last year. There was no TLC in December. And then they moved the Royal Rumble to the end of January. So I thought it was a nice change of pace. I was cool with it. But apparently they're taking a different direction. Mm-hmm. And then the Elimination Chamber is being scheduled for the Bell Center in Montreal, Canada, on February 18th, 2023. So last year, Elimination Chamber was the Saudi event in late February. But apparently they're moving the Saudi event.
I feel like Triple H has I think Triple H had this plan in his mind of changing that around. To no offense, Day 1 was cool.
Yeah.
But Day 1 is cool when it's like a special thing, like
Calvin, we're gonna get to that one. We're gonna get to that one.
Like you want to change you want to change the schedule when you do Day 1, but to turn it to a full-on pay-per-view every year sounds like Vince McMahon was just making pay-per-views, and we had way more pay-per-views in the year than we ever did before.
And the other thing going on with pay-per-views, allegedly, Triple H is pitching bringing back King of the Ring as a pay-per-view as well. Well, also the Queen's Crown Tournament.
Hey, look, if they're doing this, scratch all that. Where the hell is our women's Evolution? We need an updated version of that with
Evolution
these new
2, yes. Yeah.
We need that.
Well,
I will kill for that, or I will kill for Triple H to bring back the
Cyber Sunday.
No, not Cyber Sunday. Hell no. Fuck no. We don't do that with
Monday Night
Eric
Heat.
Shaw into the fucking past.
I mean,
That
Sunday
shit
Night
was
Heat.
cool then, but no. I would kill for them to do not that, but basically any of the old pay-per-view. Just bring it back for every once in a blue moon.
Backlash 2018.
It's fucking vengeance. No. You know, I want them to do the pay-per-view they used to do across seas when they used to have it. What was it? Not Invasion.
What was it? I know they did Bloody Sunday in the UK one time. They're all the St. Valentine's Massacre. They did that in the UK one time.
No, the pay-per-view started with an I. They did it a couple times.
Insurrection.
I want Triple H to bring back Judgment Day, the pay-per-view, for Judgment Day.
That would be dope.
That would be dope.
Oh, yeah, that would be great because then they can headline that because it's technically in their name.
Yeah, or Armageddon.
Yeah.
Armageddon was a good one, too.
There are a lot of things that Triple H can dig into the vault and bring back out because Vince don't have no say-so in any of this shit and bring back forward. Because as of right now, from what I've read online and from what the things are being talked about in the back, they already have and already being made a new European title.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been screaming for that belt to come back for ages at this point. We got too many people that's from across seas that actually can really take that title like to the moon and back with that shit.
Yeah, I'm under the impression the new European title will be the relaunch of NXT Europe. Instead of having the NXT UK, it's just going to be the European title.
And that could be also defended in the main show, too.
Yeah.
Like I said, Triple H doesn't have a lot of things that they can play with now. Cause they can bring back old belts. They can redo things. They can actually give us stuff that people wanted. No, not like that 24/7, 367, I-95.
South. I-95 South.
I-95 South.
Like, it was cool to have that belt when, Mick Foley announced it. Because we all thought we were about to have a hardcore 24/7 title.
Yeah.
But to see it be a joke title, it was mainly made for R-Truth. It wasn't made for nobody else.
Yeah.
It was just his personal belt. He's going to go down in history with the most title reigns of 56 with the bitch.
Yeah.
No one else is going to beat that. But to bring back something that's memorable that fans want to see, and the merch you will be able to sell off that shit would just be crazy. Because I know I've been wanting the wing belt to come back and have my whole life. But the European title, I will sell my left kitten. You understand me?
Cody was talking about if he wins the world title, he wanted to reinstate the wing title.
I'd be cool with Cody doing that because when he did the IC belt and bring back the white old one,
Justice.
I don't know why I had so much happiness happen. I was like, oh my God, that brings back memory. Now, if somebody wanted to be a dick, like let's say the Miz wanted to be an asshole and he wanted to win the IC title again, he brought back that mid-attitude era oval Intercontinental back. I would just be excited just to see it just one more time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And talking about bringing back old things, NXT Halloween Havoc was a thing this past weekend. The card was it was pretty decent. You had, let's see, some of the lesser matches. Apollo Crews and Grayson Waller were in a spin the wheel, make a deal match. They ended up with a casket match. Julius Creed and Damian Kemp had an ambulance match. What else was there? Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade had a Weapons Wild match. Was basically just a hardcore match. But and then the main event was Braun Breaker winning a triple threat against Dragunov and McDonough. I always forget how to pronounce his name. McDouga.
I'm about to say, damn, you actually forgot the whole damn ladder match. With
no. I'm getting to that. That's getting special treatment because that was popping. But first, Mandy Rose has made history.
Yeah.
If assuming she doesn't have a title match tonight, tomorrow will be exactly 1 year that she's been NXT Women's Champion.
Yep. So, and then we were just talking about Mandy
and
Rose
to think Mandy Rose was nothing a year and a half ago, on the main roster and on Raw.
Yeah, like no offense, when WWE was talking about, she was getting close to that, and then you made the post of, there's been 4 NXT champion and 3 heavyweight NXT world title matches, and the title had changed hands many times within the time she's been champion.
Yep.
I was like, this is probably the most she has been used.
Yep.
Didn't have to deal with her being just a beautiful woman ever.
Yeah.
Like, she has put in work for real,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm probably more happy to understand that she's one of the people that.
Hello. Damn, I really wanted to hear that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely see what he's talking about. Like, she's definitely.
Yeah, she's. It's weird that she was on the main roster for what was it, 3-4 years, but to go back to NXT and she worked on her craft while she was there. She's put in the work to be. She's still not the greatest wrestler in the world, but she's drastically improved, and you can see it.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that she stepped up her A game, and look at that. Definitely, the higher ups definitely like it.
Yeah.
So.
And then what Alex wanted to talk about before his call dropped, Wes Lee winning the North American Championship in the ladder match. This is I feel like ladder matches are overdone, but this was a good one. I feel like they're too frequent, but this was one of the better ladder matches of recent memory.
Shawn Michaels was very proud of this one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Someone give him a hug in the back.
And he was supposed to get it a couple months ago. Remember when they gave it to Solo for like a week? Because he had a legitimate injury and they had to cancel the match, and that's why they did the whole bullshit where Solo won it and then they stripped him because he wasn't supposed to be in a match. Yada. Which I still think was complete bullshit.
It was just to be a decoration on the Bloodlines thing.
Because conveniently was the same week that Roman was having a press conference with Logan Paul. Yeah. So it looked nice with all the Usos having the title.
All
and
the
then
belts.
Sami Zayn just holding down the fort.
Yeah. It did look nice.
Yeah.
It definitely did. I thought he was going to keep it forever, honestly, or for a long time.
Yeah. But, so it's been vacant for the last couple of weeks, and now Wes Lee won it at Halloween Havoc. Moving over to Impact. I actually watched some Impact this week.
Wait. Are we moving over the Impact, or are we moving over?
Is that the next one? I think that's the next one, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Bray Wyatt. Another brilliant promo in the back on SmackDown.
I saw this. This is so good.
And the thing is, it was so, like, the message itself was so simple. Obviously, you said a lot more, but the message was so simple. If I can fucking find it. I forgot where I saved it. I guess it's not that important because I don't know where I saved it.
I guess not.
Oh, I'm just a servant now. I go where the circle takes me. There we go.
It's a crazy line.
And again, I think what's going on is what's going to be happening is he's going to be fighting his demons, which are his former personas.
Yep. All the characters that his personas.
Which I'm kind of cool with because I don't want to see him just immediately thrown into the title picture. Let him like be in his own like universe.
Exactly. So this is gonna be like a dark, like Mick Foley complex here. Like he's just gonna go through the Either Worlds, the Fiend, the fun time Playhouse.
Yeah.
Ray. What else?
So there'd be I
think that's it, right?
Either Worlds. Follow the Buzzards.
The Follow the Buzzards, yeah.
The Fiend, the Funhouse, and Husky Harris.
Husky Harris, you imagine? It's just him.
Yeah, it's just him.
It's just him. That's it.
And then on Raw this week, we had a banger in the opening segment. We had Machine Gun versus Prince Devitt. Too sweet, bro.
It was too sweet of a match, I heard.
Yeah, it was dope. It wasn't that long of a match, but for what they did, it was dope.
It was.
It's nice to not start with a 20-minute promo every week. There was a promo involved in it, but they kept the talking short, and then they went to the match. And you had two people that are really high IQ wrestling people put on a match.
And that's what we want. Wrestling.
Yeah.
We want some actual wrestling. And we got it. We definitely did. So, kudos to the match. I'm going to watch it after this.
But during the match, Rhea Ripley, the Dommy Mommy, she fucking power slammed Luke Gallows.
She did some Dommy Mommy shit.
On the floor.
She definitely did some Dommy Mommy shit.
Because he was just standing there, talking shit. She shoved him into the ring post, and then, he staggers. She just, bam!
Damn, yo.
Yeah.
It looked like she took that. She lifted him up gracefully, too.
Well, actually, a body slam is actually, it depends a lot on the person that's taking the slam.
Yeah.
It depends on how much they help you. Because I forgot who was explaining it. They were explaining the whole thing about trying to slam Andre.
Yeah.
It all for the people. Obviously, Elijah didn't let everybody slam him. He only did it in certain spots. If he really liked you, he went up easy. Because you can, the term sandbagging. You don't shift your weight to help the other person. That's what sandbagging is. So giving a body slam is a lot easier when the person helps you get up.
Yeah, probably.
I hate humans.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So apparently every time around this time we have a podcast, apparently somebody calls my phone. And when it does, it freezes my whole entire phone from doing anything.
Wow.
I had to close and open back Skype.
Yeah, because I called back. That happened. I restarted my phone immediately and called back, and it just kept ringing, and it said no answer. I was like, "What is happening?" Oh my God, my life.
Yeah, and something Kelvin wanted to talk about in the chat: Peacock and GCW and WWE Network. That is fake news reported by Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer got. That is complete bullshit.
Dave Meltzer.
It was a series of joke tweets by people that work in GCW.
I'm gonna need Dave Meltzer to stop speaking to people and just go back to beating his meat in his room with all his damn papers.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish you had the picture still. I would have definitely put it up again.
It's easy to find on Google, but
Yo, at this point right now, JK, you just need to have that picture on standby.
I should.
Every time we say his name, that should be the only picture that shows up.
That has to be the picture that shows up.
Yeah. The whole GCW trying to get a deal like Progress in the UK has with the WWE Network and Peacock. It's all a joke. It was just a bunch of bogus tweets. They were popping themselves. It's not really happening. But as I was saying, I watched the Little Impact this week, and Frankie Kazarian, who won the X Division title at Bound for Glory, is choosing option C.
I think I found the better picture, by the way, before we go on.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
With the leg crossed makes it that much better.
I found a better picture.
What 60-year-old man sits on his fucking leg like that in a chair?
Hey, first of all, I'm 36 and I'm still sitting like that in a chair. Fuck you.
No. I'm talking about this 60-year-old man with arthritic knees, probably a bad back, probably some bad hips.
Yo.
What did he do in his past life? Because he never was a wrestler, right?
No, he's been a reporter his entire life. That's been his profession. He's been a reporter.
Reporting shit. That's
I need him to take a bump somewhere, like into the trash.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so Frankie Kazarian, he's cashed in, and at the upcoming pay-per-view called Overdrive.
That was fast.
Yeah.
That he cashed in, by the way.
Yeah, because Bound for Glory was 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fast.
Yeah, so he cashed in for option C. He's going to be taking on Josh Alexander. And then also in the show, The Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, they lost the Impact World titles to Rhino and Heath Slater. I believe this is their farewell because they have an AEW deal. So I believe they're done in Impact for now.
Slater and Rhino?
Yeah, Heath Slater and Rhino are now the tag champions, and the Kingdom is going to AEW.
The kids are going to AEW. He's got kids.
Hey, look, he still got kids, bro. He still got to feed all of them.
Oh, yeah, he's got kids.
He's got kids, man.
Like I always say, it's a recession in my house. I don't care how good the stock market is doing, it's a recession in my house.
Hell yeah. Because he got kids.
I'm telling you right now what I found so funny about this. Not Mike Bennett, but what's the other dude name again?
Matt Taven.
WWE was looking into trying to get him to come over. Mm-hmm. And he showed up at AEW at an AEW show, and I said, damn, I guess that deal went through kind of quickly. Good Lord.
Yeah, because I believe the Kingdom signed an AEW deal, because that's why they were there like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they did. They was already on a taping of a house show already for AEW.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this was just their farewell. They dropped the belts, and now they'll be in AEW full time.
Word.
It's still Sunday. The fans be there, but I feel like the fans be there, but I feel like they're forced there with a gun. They don't be cheering or nothing, and it be rare when they yell, but they just be sitting there in total silence. At this point, now AEW, because they still had wrestling matches without people there.
Boo for this heel. Boo for him. Boo for him, Mark. Shoot. Oh, man.
You know what's funny?
What's up?
Back in the day with TNA, when they were at the Universal Studios in Orlando, that wasn't necessarily wrestling fans. It was just, if you paid to go into Universal Studios and they happen to be taping TNA that day, you can go into the taping for free. But they still had really hype crowds for people that aren't necessarily all wrestling fans.
Hey, man, look, they told them people, hey, look, man, y'all get hype. Y'all like the show. We give you a pass for any ride. That bitch probably cheering their ass off. I would.
Probably,
man.
But yeah, it's been another awesome episode here at Ultra Heels Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah.
I am Darth Messiah, and you, sir? Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.